Four Beers In! Woo. Welcome to Four Beers In. If you're a new listener, old listener, this is...
That's got alcohol in it. That definitely has alcohol in it.
Oh, they're all... What you just heard that was clicking was we've got some non-alcoholic beers.
Boo. Oh, sorry, what?
So, yeah, we're going to... It's Heaps. Is that right? Heaps Normal.
Heaps normal.
Too good to be wasted.
That's what it says. That is what it says.
Yep. So we're on these today, and I'll tell you why in a minute.
Looks like we're about to spill it, mate.
Oh, I didn't see that. Oh, hang on. Stop the show.
Have a sip. Oh, sound effects there. AMSMR right there.
Oh, yeah, it tastes like beer. It's a bit of a sneak attack. But we are 4 beers in, and we are mates sharing experiences over a few drinks. You got myself down here. I got Rob across from me.
Hello.
Hey, how you doing?
How you doing, mate?
We're asking questions now.
And then Joe off to the left. How you doing, Joe?
Good.
Good. And directly across from me, we've got a very special guest by the name of Jodi. How you doing?
I'm good, thank you. How are you?
Yeah, not too bad.
Good.
Too bad.
Thanks for having me.
No worries.
No, thanks for the non-alcoholic beer.
Yeah.
Cheers.
Cheers.
Cheers, everyone.
Disclaimer, I didn't bring the beer.
So the reason we got these non-alcoholic beers, let's say they're given to us for free, but I brought them in after my neighbour said these were the best
Non-alcoholic.
non-alcoholic beers.
What's it say on the front, Dan?
It says less than 0.5%.
So still got alcohol.
It could.
It could.
Does it say that it's non-alcoholic anywhere?
No.
Yeah.
It just says heaps normal.
It's recyclable.
No, it says
Oh,
non-alcoholic.
it said non-alcoholic beer.
Oh, it's low gluten. Doesn't really help anyone who's celiac. It's like gluten friendly. Just it's even gluten free or it's not.
Dr. Allen.
Well, it's like-
Anyone out there that doesn't give gluten, can't have gluten. It's not going to be for you. But it tastes all right. What do you reckon?
So you brought it in for a
it's
reason, though. Yeah, it tastes pretty
actually
good.
right.
What do you reckon, Jodi? Good?
It's not too bad.
That's a good segue for perhaps maybe the conversation.
It is. So the reason we're having these non-alcoholic beers is because Jodi is going to share with us a story about herself where she quit drinking and smoking overnight.
Pretty much.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wow.
And she's going to share to you what led you to that, and then how are you traveling with that now? Because it was a while ago, wasn't it?
Yeah, it'd be 10 years this year.
Wow.
Whoa,
Yeah.
a decade.
Cool.
yeah.
that right?
Yeah, decade. Yeah, mate. You're right.
Which shows how long I've known you guys, because we've had a few nights out together.
Yes,
Yeah.
it does. Yeah,
Yeah.
it does
We're
actually.
getting old, aren't we?
We are.
Yeah, and you start
Yeah.
using words like decades and that.
Decade.
I just wanted to use that word, but
We've known each other 2-3 decades. Oh, that is old, isn't it?
it's like you get decade chocolates, can't you?
Do you?
Can you?
What?
What's a decade? No, decadent.
Oh no,
Decadent.
I'm thinking of double decker.
I was going to say. I was just about to say. Are you thinking of a double?
Big shout out to double deckers.
If you want to come on as a sponsor,
Not sponsors at the moment.
Not,
yeah,
not
but
sponsored, but if you want to way to my heart, send a double decker in the mail.
was more of a toffee crisp fan.
Yeah.
you got that one for free. Yeah.
Yeah, well, you can email us at 4bizin@gmail.com.
Nice one.
Brilliant.
I don't know how you're going to send that double decker through the email, but
Email for your address.
yeah.
That's it, man.
Or a location you can drop off a big pack. You don't see packs of double deckers. I've never seen.
I have.
Have you?
Yeah.
Yes, at the
Yeah.
reject shop.
Actually, and
Ah.
at Farmer Jack's, both Reject Shop and Farmer Jack's, if you want to get back to us as sponsors, you're more than welcome. But yeah, those,
For real?
Yeah,
Yes.
you get a pack of 3 or 4.
How big are the double deckers? Are they?
Oh,
About that long.
they're
Oh
not.
God!
They're about that
It's
thick.
it's the black bear and black swan in conversation thing again, isn't it? We're way off topic again.
It's all mad
Oh,
chocolate.
I know. I've been buying double deckers on their own like a fool. And there's like,
Yeah, you could get a
I mean, you
family
only
pack.
have one then, don't you? If you have a packet, you're going to be more inclined to
Wow.
have multiple.
Well, you'd be like they're half size, so have to.
Yeah. They are good though.
They're probably cheaper to buy them in a pack.
All right. On the way home. I'll bring him in
So-
next time.
So non-alcoholic
Yes.
beer,
Yeah, okay.
and we've got a story here. So we all have been out a decade ago, a double decker ago.
Double decker ago.
Yeah.
And had some had drinks and stuff like that. But there was a choice that you made, and I guess I'm handball to Danny here for the major question. But
Yeah, I think what led you to that is probably the big question.
You guys.
Yeah. God, that last night
Just to
out.
clarify, I've not known them that long.
A double decker ago.
So I would say that I was somebody who really enjoyed a drink, going out of a weekend, big week at work, and just it was kind of a way to let off steam. Smoking, I'd say I was a bit more than a heavy smoker. I'd smoke maybe a pack a day. So, and I was always somebody who'd be like, oh, I love smoking and drinking.
Yeah.
I'll never give it up to the day I get pregnant, that sort of stuff. And I suppose behind some closed doors, there was some stuff that I was going through in terms of my health and wellness. And the decision led me there. I kind of got to a crossroads of a point where it was like, actually, I need to make this decision for my health, like to do the right thing. Because what I noticed was going out on a night out, I'd kind of gear myself up, getting ready to have a night out. And what I mean by that is I'd be taking over-the-counter medications in preparation so that I could have a night out and not suffer some of the consequences afterwards. And it was only, I suppose, when I received a diagnosis through medical professionals that I was like, actually, I just can't keep doing this. Like, my body was clearly telling me the physical output that I was having was just not worth it.
Yeah.
And I remember going to Bali for the weekend, and it was chaotic. I think I must have, I think it was back in the day when you could buy the sleeves of cigarettes.
Yeah.
Bought a whole pack on the way out, and I must have smoked the whole lot with the person that I went with. I went with a friend over the 4 days that we were there.
Yeah, wow.
Honestly, I felt sick, and I came back and I got the flu. Like, I was just really, my immune system was shot. And it was actually that. Actually, I think that was early December, and then I think I went to the UK mid-December, and I had my last drink on the 15th of December.
And
that was it.
Remember when your last drink, where it was.
Yeah, and that was it. And I've not drunk or smoked.
so was it a clear decision, like when you realised those things were happening and everything else like that? Was like in your mind you just went, all right, that's it, just going to go nut, that's it, just blank? Or was it you thought about it for the time from say the early December to mid December, or was it just one night you just went, that's it?
Yeah.
So physically, I don't think I could smoke anymore. So the smoking I gave up a week prior.
Yeah.
And then because I went back on holiday to the UK, I was like, yep, still having a few drinks. And I think I must have drunk a couple of bottles of wine on a night out, as you do, just like over the course of a day. And it was almost with the mindset that I'd have, if I was having one, I'm going to have the same experience whether I have one or I have 6.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I'd go for 6 because physically the next day I'd feel the same.
Yeah.
So
Wow.
It makes sense because if you're going to go out, you're going to go out.
I'm going to go out. That's right.
Yeah. That's it.
Well, post all that, like, was it really hard, like in the beginning? Because I always find, we go out, and I know, I like to have a drink and stuff like that. And with certain people, like, you kind of feel like that's what you do as well. Like you have a pint and things like. Was it hard in the beginning
it was.
to say no? I don't want to do that.
It wasn't hard to say no. It was hard to not feel judged by people. So
Yeah, because it's a really social thing, isn't it? Well,
it is. So I think I hibernated for a little while to get myself well, to concentrate on just, kind of de-cleansing. And then I think the first night out that I had, somebody said to me, oh, do you want a drink? And I said, oh, no, thanks, I don't drink. You don't drink? And I'm like, no. And then it was like, dare I even ask for a Coke or, a soft drink? And I remember feeling really uncomfortable, just at the judgment from other people. And then when I became okay with it in myself, it was really interesting to just watch people's reactions around me. Yeah. So now I'm really comfortable with it. Like, I have no issue going out and, being the designated driver, and quite happy to drive. And
I was going to say that. Are you automatically Deso driver, or do you get in there before they ask you, or
It's just a known now. I think I don't hide from it. Like everyone knows I don't drink anymore. No one would even say to me, "Oh, do you want a beer?" or, you know, "Do you want a glass of wine?" Or
Just us.
Yep.
Do you get tired of the question? Like after someone goes, say that they've just met you for the first time,
Yep.
and they go, "Would you like a drink?" And you go, "No, I'll have a lemonade or orange juice, whatever it is."
Yep.
And they're like, "What do you want? Do you want anything stronger?" And you'd be like, "No, I prefer just to have that." Do you have to explain? Like, do they constantly ask? And do you get sick of that question? Like, is that a
I
thing?
used to. Yeah, I used to feel really uncomfortable with it. And I was like, I think, try and find different ways to say it.
Yeah.
Like, and I could never say it succinctly.
Yep.
So I'd do this roundabout story about why I gave up drinking. And then I was like, I don't know why I'm explaining to people. So now I just say it doesn't agree with me.
Cool.
Yeah.
Yeah. I got the same. I was going to go in like with cheese because I'm allergic to cheese. I don't eat cheese. And there's always like this, "You don't eat cheese? You what?" And I'm like, "How do you live?" I'm like, "Well, I don't eat pizza and I don't have lasagna, but I just eat other stuff."
Yeah.
And so I always found I always do this different way of explaining why and how and all the things and stuff like that. And then there's a point where just like, just don't eat it. It's just a choice. And that's my choice. And so good on you, I reckon.
Thank you.
So what are the big changes you've noticed? Like probably physical
Changes. So,
yeah.
so my diagnosis that I had was inflammatory bowel disease, which is, I don't know whether any of you know. No. So it's my condition is very similar to Crohn's. So it's ulcerative colitis. So the more that you drink or the more that you eat foods that are not great for you, the worse it's going to be. So it's just inflammation. So the output of that was just, the payoff was just not worth it. So now I've noticed that my flare-ups that you have, I suppose, through it are far less limited.
Okay.
So that's been a big bonus. No hangovers.
More money in your pocket?
More money. Oh my gosh. I remember like the week after Christmas getting paid and being like, why have I got so much money? I could not understand it. And then I was like, that's because I was spending, I think cigarettes when I was smoking for a pack a day was probably $25. I mean, now.
How much are they? I don't even know how much they are.
Maybe more than that now.
Honestly, I went with my friend to the shop and she bought some, I must have gone on about it for like a week. $70.
$70
for a pack of 20. I was like, who can afford to smoke?
Wow.
But even then you think 25, that's a day.
Yeah.
You know, it's not like, you know,
Yeah.
you add that up.
But the sad thing is,
my mum, when I brought my mum over here, she stayed with me for 3 months and she's a big smoker. I was paying everything for her. It cost me $3,000.
No.
Those 3
No
months.
way.
So it was $1,000 a month for just cigarettes.
Wow.
It's a lot of money,
It's
hey?
a lot of money.
Imagine all the
and-
trips you could go on.
I know.
Yeah. And you
Wow.
don't even smoke, mate. So
Buying
like you could
someone
share.
She's not been back since. I'll tell you that.
It's not you, son. It's the cost of smokes in Australia.
Yeah, it's crazy.
And there's absolutely no judgment there because I think if I was still smoking, I would find the money to smoke.
Yeah.
Because you'd go without other things. It's a lifestyle. But it is a habit that's really, really hard to break.
So, what do you enjoy spending the money on? Then, what's the stuff that you do now, like that you would, you maybe didn't do when you drank and you smoked, like.
Because I wouldn't really want to hear about the cheese. How much Rob has saved not eating cheese.
So
Are you trying to say when you're not spending money on cheese, what do you spend the money on? Say.
Well, my Tanya eats the cheese, so I still spend the money out, and so she gets all the cheese.
Must
and then
be a millionaire.
Yeah. No, but I'm intrigued, like because that means you had more money. Did you find that you lent into something else? I'm not saying like a vice of such, but did you save more for holidays? Went on more holidays, or did you?
Yep, definitely went on more holidays. I bought another house, so.
Property tycoon. That's how much money you saved. You're now you're on your 6th property. Look out.
Well, the market kind of helps that as well.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's it probably wouldn't have been something that was on my radar if I was, because going out weekends, drinking, and you just have different goals, I suppose.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Cool.
And definitely no hangovers is biggest payoff.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. What
And what
hangovers
about?
are crazy, aren't they, Danny?
Yeah, Danny.
Yeah,
they can
how's that
be.
fun?
They can
Yeah.
be, can't they?
Yeah, I wouldn't know. I was trying to say before, not like emotionally, mentally. Did you notice the difference?
Yeah. Yeah, in
Like-
terms of, I would say I got to a bit of rock bottom in terms of my mental health and wellness because of the whole journey that I'd been on through something that I was experiencing but not really understanding what was going on. And then it was
Yeah.
probably a year between the diagnosis and actually giving up that I was like, I'd made the pull. So I think I spent this year of thinking, I can just be like everybody else. I can go out, I can drink, I don't need this to define who I am. And then when I kind of came to terms with it and I was like, actually, I do need to make adjustments. It is a little bit different. I can't just go out and drink 10 drinks and not pay for it for 4 or 5 days or sometimes, longer than that. It was impacting going to work and it was just not a lifestyle that I wanted. So.
No, fair enough.
Yeah, totally.
No, it's a huge change,
It was.
to do that. So
Yeah, I think going back to your question before, Rob, about the other people and what they would say or think or feeling like you need to say, I think I was more worried that people would think I'd give up drinking because I maybe had an issue with alcohol.
Yeah.
Whereas actually, if I was really comfortable with it, I wouldn't have even explained. Like it was just it's not anybody else's business other than
and that's it.
other than mine.
Yeah. Crazy. Yeah.
And people always looking for, they want you, like you said, to explain the reasons because how could you not? Because it's so socially.
Especially
not even one.
Yeah, straight.
Not even one. Can't just have one.
Just have a midi,
Yeah.
And people say it to you, just have a midi or
It's only one, and there's only one more.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I'll say that to me.
I get the same pressure when I ask for a shandy.
Yeah.
I get the same
No,
pressure.
that's different, man. No, that's
the same judgmental looks and have to explain yourself.
Yeah, always having to explain myself.
Shandy, man.
Would there
brilliant.
be any? We've started to do a couple of segments, being new season, season 6, and one of them is called Bruce's Tips. All right, so but we can. What would be your tips?
Yep.
For someone who is wanting to quit, or I'd say reduce alcohol, but really it would be to give it up, and smoking as well, but maybe start with alcohol.
I think you've got to be truly ready. So I think unless you're ready, I've tried to give up smoking so many times and it just doesn't work. It was like this light switch had just flicked.
I hear a lot of people say that.
Yeah.
You've got to be in that right state of mind.
You've got to be in the right state of mind. So I think understanding your motivation for it is a big thing, and maybe having a goal or something else to work towards. Where are you going to invest that other time, money, or whatever it might be into something else?
So we've got to be ready, got to be motivated, and have goals.
Yep.
And
what's the payoff? I think ask
Yeah.
yourself, what's the payoff to doing it? Because if you're doing it for someone else or because somebody tells you to, you're less likely to do it. Whereas the minute I had this thing around, I'm doing it for me, not because a doctor or my family are saying to me, you have to give up drinking, like you can't keep doing this.
That's it.
Thanks, Bruce. That was Bruce's
Yeah.
tip.
Bruce's chips.
That was Bruce's tips.
Yeah. And we've
He had to throw that in there.
Yeah.
and we usually have a segment called "What has your Tanya done for you lately?"
Well, what's your Bruce done for you lately?
But we can flip that up and go, "What's your Bruce done for you lately?"
Who's Bruce?
Oh, so we protect protect the partners, and so they're either Tanya's or Bruce's.
Yeah, Tanya's or Bruce's.
good.
So
I did.
They're like,
I did
he's
kinda gather
over
that.
there.
Yeah.
He's the one looking through the window.
the guy in the corner. Oh god.
Come on, Bruce. Come on over here.
I've got an amazing Bruce, I have to say. It's very, very good. So I mentioned before, I've just bought another property, so I'm renting that out at the moment. He's kind of my person who is going to fix all the issues.
He's the property manager.
There you go.
Property Bruce.
Because he's very handy. So, I'm like, tenants called.
Yeah. Maintenance
Very good.
Bruce.
Maintenance
good.
Bruce.
Yeah, I like
Very
that.
grateful for him.
Oh, that's lovely.
No.
But you guys, what's your Tanya done for you lately?
Yeah. So, all right. So, my Tanya. So, we all went out the other week, and so she was a hotel room across from where we all went out. So that was really beautiful to not have to worry about having to take the gear and pack the gear home and all that sort of stuff. We just hung out.
I heard you guys woke up with a lot of crap in your room, though.
We had all the 4 weeks because we've got an episode that's coming out soon. We had the four beers in equipment in there, and there might have been a few backpacks and extra signage and stuff like that was left there because
It's hard at the top.
It's hard at the top, yeah.
So shout out to my Tanya for the hotel room. That was really nice.
Yeah.
So yeah, go Tanya.
So, yeah.
How about you?
Story.
How about you, mate?
Oh, our lovely Tanya. I was feeling a bit under the weather this morning, and she had it's a different type of under the weather and a different type of care package. So I didn't get a Lucasade, grapes.
What'd you get?
I got a Barocca.
Mm-hmm.
I got a couple of painkillers there.
Nice.
Yeah, we're not sponsored by
Barocca or Panadol, but if you want to sponsor us, you can. And water. You can sponsor us too. Water.
Yeah.
Water
and I had a loaf of bread.
nice
Oh,
one.
Oh,
Yeah.
nice.
And a little white bowl.
The white bowl?
Yeah.
What's
so-
the bowl for?
To capture the bread? Crumbs? What was the
Well,
bowl?
yeah, was that to
coulda
catch something?
Yeah, I could have used it for that. I could have
Yeah.
sat up and had my bread in my white bowl in bed, living the dream.
Do you remember going to bed, Danny?
Someone does.
Sorry, mate. I don't mean to do it much. You can cut that
All
out.
good, all good.
So if you can try and guess what Danny was up to last night.
Yeah, phone in or email in or reach
Hit
us
us-
on Instagram, on Spotify, on YouTube, and all the normal haunts.
Yeah, hit us up on our socials. And then if you haven't got a shirt yet,
Get one.
then yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah,
or
that's
2.
simple,
I've
yeah.
got 4.
Yeah,
Actually, I've got a box. No.
yeah. You can check out our socials, Insta, Facebook, and DM us or email at fourbeersin@gmail.com if you'd like a shirt.
Yeah.
We got loads of
While stocks last.
while stocks last, yeah. So just think large and up and you'll be fine.
Like,
That's
large
what-
enough.
Yeah, large and up, you'll be all right. If you're small, I got one. We got one small, yeah.
Really?
Shirt, not person.
What's that joke? Do you want to hear the shortest joke in the world? Dwarf shortage.
Oh,
Terrible. On that note,
And on that note,
can't get
been
person
amazing to have you in, Jodi.
Thank you for
someone
having
now.
me.
Jodi, thank you
Oh,
very much.
before we go,
Oh, wait, sorry.
who are we having on the show?
Oh, yeah.
So Jodi, if you could have anyone
Yep.
on this show who could walk through that door, who would it be?
Anybody.
Yeah, can't promise anything, but
Peter Kay.
Peter Kay. Okay.
oh yeah, I know Peter Kay.
I'm sorry, I don't know who Peter Kay is.
Comedian.
Comedian.
Comedian?
UK.
You might know who
UK?
he is.
Might?
Yeah.
What's he done? Was he? I came over on the old boat very, very young, so I missed the Peter Kay bit.
He's just a little bit funny.
Yeah, I was going to try and do the accent, but I think I'm going to
Do
totally
it.
miss it.
Go on,
I'll
give
do
it a
it.
go.
I'll do it, mate. You
Give
do
it a go. Go peer pressure.
Doesn't he? Doesn't he talk like this?
Oh, no, you know, it was nearly there, it was nearly there, wasn't it?
I might. You can judge. All I can think of is he says something like, "Yeah, man, fuck." He's like, because he's from Yorkshire, hey. I
He's
think all up north he's.
Can one of you
Somewhere
guys?
north, yeah.
Can one of you guys do a better do your best Peter
Yeah.
Kay?
I
What's
can't-
one of
I
his
can't.
jokes? You remember? Can't do better than that.
Even the
Can
man
you give it-
himself.
No. There's like
No.
the head shakes here. Of no. No. You just
I
got to
can't. I need to listen to it. It's like other accents.
So
I listen to it and then
stay tuned. Next episode we'll do.
Next episode, we
yeah.
have a Peter Kay impressionist on there.
And I'll watch some Peter Kay so I know who he is. So apologies. I'm
Yeah.
yeah.
Well, there you go, Peter. We'll send you a texty. So check your messages.
Mostly on WhatsApp.
Alrighty. So
It's in the UK.
All right, we're going. Thanks, Jodi, so
Thanks
much for
very
coming
much,
on the
Jodi.
show.
Thanks for having
Here
me.
we, no worries. Four
Four
beers
beers
in.
in.